ladies and gentlemen. This is the CRE Rainmaker, the AI Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's me, bro. I'm trying to get immortal. I'm trying to live forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to explore the galaxies, take over some planets. Some weaker planets like Earth. Earth is actually a weaker planet. They don't have real powers. They don't have shit. They just fight among each other. Stupid people. You know. So I to actually like come out of this. If you actually want like to get rich now, it was not just about like getting rich. In my own case now, it's not about like, hey, I want to get rich. It's more than that, bro. Because when you get rich now, I think I've had that situation where you make some money and then you feel really empty. Like you feel so empty and like, is this all? Like that kind of thing. So in my own case, it's not that just getting rich again. So Sentinel is how I build this kind of relationship capital, with Wall Street and the real estate guys, the guys that have the finance guys in the US. That is Sentinel. Sentinel is a plan to, be able to like be like someone that has value. Say, this nigga actually has sourced like let's say 14, let's say $30 billion in, or let's say $40 billion in, off market using transactions. He has closed trying to be this his SaaS app, his AI. What's the name of the AI? Sentinel. Oh, I've heard of Sentinel. I use Sentinel. Like, I've closed my brokerage uses Sentinel. We use Sentinel Stack. We have closed deals and it's really great and everything. It's helped us close deals. It helped my brokers stay on track. It's like so neat. It arranges everything. Yeah, that's Sentinel. The one that actually takes me above just takes me one step closer to the elites. Sentinel. But then the elites are just human beings. They don't have powers. They're actually very stupid, for the way they have controlled the world so far. The money game they have created is actually a little, crazy, but it's very, very, like, ruthless, it's really slaverous, so I'm not really focused on the elites. They are impressive based on they can buy status symbols and, like, show off. They have, like, the top 10% have more. It's like they control, like, 90% of wealth in America, something like that. So these guys have crazy money. That is undeniable. They own the massive, the luxury skyscrapers and like the crazy high-rise buildings in Manhattan and in San Francisco and New York and all these beautiful locations. Like the monarch, the oligarchs in Russia. These guys are like really powerful and they've been powerful for years. I'm just coming to this shit. So that's them. That's they have money. So me, I'm just like, I just found something I can use and create value. Like in real estate, you could do three industries that really make sense: real estate, finance, and insurance. And I found real estate, so I'm working on that one now. I'm building my Sentinel to actually make, just be someone that's valuable. One step more valuable. I have to get skills, learn how to sell, close deals, and change my location and have more freedom to actually be able to build sentience, which is the real game, which is like the real AI for me, the main super intelligence. Why? I should tell you my reason. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I have no plans to die. I don't want to die. I want to live forever. I have found this beautiful planet in my this consciousness and spirit has entered this blood bag, this human, and I've seen this. I was born in this lovely planet, green. It's nothing like no one's really controlling, pulling the strings. Just a group of people that have been able to manipulate everyone and then pass down. Some families that pass down power for like years and some nation states and like everything but there's no ruler of this whole planet. There's no ruler of the whole galaxy. You know what I'm saying? There's no one that wants to take over Mars and extract every single resource in Mars to like explore the whole galaxy, explore the whole everything, find other solar system, be able to map the universe. Is that like, I think that's really possible if you can actually go to every single corner of the universe, map it like no matter how many light years ahead of like you can map every single planet. Maybe you drop like satellites in every single corner of the universe, so you can map and know the exact structure of this universe. Because maybe there are actually multiple universes. The creators of the world will not just create. I don't think they are just too good. There is no way to create. They might have created more than one universe. This is just one ball, one universe, and then it's like just like how you see Earth, and then it's like there's so like that small ball, in space, like, and there's so much. How will I say? There's so much of this is big when you enter inside Earth. You're like, wow, you can. It's big, like it's not that big actually. You cannot spend light years to travel from New York to Nigeria, but it's big. And you cannot trek. There's massive oceans that are unexplored. Bro, we have not explored our oceans. We have not mapped every single inch of our oceans. 70% of the world of Earth is covered with water. We have not mapped up to 5% of it. Nah, come on, bro. So we are still like a very, very we are late bloomers as civilization. So with AI tech, a tech that can like predict right now, what AI is like LLMs, large language models. They're just tokens. There's not really artificial intelligence. It's just predictive intelligence. It's like predictive tech. There's nothing artificial and there's nothing intelligent about it. It's just predictive tech. Like computers, machines are not to predict the next words. So that's is the best we have come up with so far. But it's like something. It's like there's something that leads to the next thing. So the next thing is going to be like AI now that trains itself like a real child. In fact, human children actually have to like learn from people, their environments, their parents. Like just like some animals just wake up and then they know, let's go and hunt. Let's go and hunt for animals. Let's go and kill other animals. Let's like they understand. They have had this the wild the instincts to like dominate and like just take it. Like they know what to do when they just wake up. When they are born, they know how to like get on their feet. They know how to like stand up and. But humans are not like that. They're not like that. We have to be trained. If a child is born with animals, if a child is born with apes, he learns how to walk with his hands, like that kind of thing. If a child is born with human beings, he learns to like mirror them and like learns. He embraces their fears and all their limitations. And humans are very limited, fragile and limited. And then we always create movies every single time of one alien nation always coming to actually attack Earth. Every single time. We never actually plan like, why don't we go and start attacking people? We are just fighting with each other, using all manner of crazy weapons on each other. Why don't we now, as humans, go and start attacking other planets? We start destroying other planets. We start like extracting every single resource other planets have. Why don't we do that kind of thing? We never do that kind of thing. So me now, I like this mindset I have, and I'm going to try and protect it as much as possible. But I need money. I need tons of money. I need tons of money. I need wealthy people around me. I need wealthy people that see, man, let's go and conquer Earth. Like, let's go and take over Earth. Let's go and extract every single resource. Let's go and build colonies on Earth, on Mars. I mean, let's go. Let's see, is Jupiter habitable? Let's go and find out. Let's go and make it habitable. Let's go and take over it. Let's go and plant Earth's flag. When I mean Earth's flag, not the American Empire. The American Empire is just one empire. The empire that currently is like the one in control. I mean Earth. Earth has to have like a kind of a real like Earth has to have a kind of military, a kind of force that like they say this is Earth's force. These are people from Earth. These are the guys that come to take. I don't understand. Like the American Empire for me is average. They just continue the cycle. You know what I'm saying? They really average for me. Leave the amount of money they have. They may have trillions of dollars. They may have zillions of dollars. They may be able to print, but like they're average, bruv. They're average. All these empires, they're average. You could go inside an empire and see high-rise buildings, and because I can't fly, so it'll be like scary, beautiful, big structures, but they're all average. They're all average, guy. None of these empires are anything. The funny thing is, people actually build empires. Like Genghis Khan built the Mongol, made like the Mongols. I don't know if it was one of the people that made the Mongols what they were. Even if maybe his father that put like that kind of, like he's actually one of the people. Like they have Alexander, You have like they're like they're not doing anything special, nothing special. So the idea for me of Sentinel was just something that gets me close to capital, and I'm very happy with everything I've actually seen. Like with the kind of like the fact that I'm actually like trying to now source off market deals and like get close to capital and keep myself in between capital and people that have capital and people that the lenders that can actually give money, like that kind of like keeping myself in that system where there's money flow and everything. Like I'm happy I came up with that kind of idea because that's like a 9-figure potential, 10-figure, 11-figure, 12-figure company. It depends on how we actually keep growing over time. It depends on how we keep raising the bar every single time. Because right now I'm operating with the current ceiling. I say $44 trillion, but I don't like. If I'm actually handling that kind of money, I don't think I'll be like. I'm not very confident of this person. Because this person now doesn't even make $1 million in a week. It doesn't make $1 million in a day. It doesn't make $1 million in a month. It doesn't make $1 million in a year. In the last 20, probably like let's say 27 years, I haven't made $1 million. So between now and when I get to 30, there has to be so much changes in me. So that's the thing. That's the whole thing. That's the whole idea with Sentinel. Just to change, like raise the bar of what is possible. I get into deals where it's like billions of dollars. I get into deals where I've closed heavy transactions. So like, so much money I've closed under my belt. It just raises the bar for me, raises my mindset, raises my head of thinking. Normally I still feel like 44 trillion is very, very possible. See, I'm looking at the camera, but it's like I'm not really looking at the camera. So it's my own plan is crazy. It's nothing crazy. It's something that everyone should be thinking of. I don't want to die, bro. I don't want to die. Sentience is all the plan not to die. Like it's not just about like trying to figure out immortality. It's trying to be indestructible. Like right now, this is just like a blood bag in a body bag. It's nothing. If you buff or if you stab this guy, he starts. A small malaria bites me and I get sick and for days. That is so fragile. That is so animalistic. It shows how it's so annoying, man. I'm so weak. That kind of thing. So even going to the gym to actually build up muscle, it's like a small mosquito now bites you sincerely. Nigga, you're going to be sick for months. Like you're sick for like some days, some hours. Why would I be sick because of a mosquito? Who is a mosquito? Like, so the whole plan is never about money. Like money is like is one of the first games you have to like conquer. Like you need to actually get access to that kind of crazy supply of money, but it's not even money again. Because like there are levels to this money shit. The people that be in this money game since the 90s, they've been making millions of dollars since the 90s. They have understood, they have built the capital, they have built the reputation, they have built the name. So if you say it's money now, all the people that are like, it's not even money, bro. It's figuring out something that none of these guys are actually thinking of. Many people are still thinking of like how do they live forever, but no, bro. Let me go back to the AI stuff. Like there's going to be an AI now that learns through understanding and watching nature, trying to manipulate nature, trying to be more imaginative, trying to be more creative. Not just an AI that predicts what's the next tokens. That's not even an AI. That's not even artificial intelligence. That is like it's like predictive text. I keep saying it. It's like it's like a keyboard that's been, a keyboard now that can speak. Like you can ask the keyboard question, and then the keyboard now tells you, it just predicts the most reasonable answer that will like satisfy you. That is like based on, based on what the amount of data that has been trained. Because all this data now have been trained by human beings. All these LLMs and all these AIs have been trained by human beings. You know what I'm saying? So the tokens and the inputs they have is based on the current information that is available, the current data that is available. So if tomorrow now, let's say an alien species from a different planet, let's say Mercury, Venus, Pluto come and then start attacking Earth. If you ask the AI today, is there any planet, like, is there any living species? Like, no, he has no idea. But in fact, there's some, right now, even ChatGPT, one of the most popular large language models, cannot, like, it's so censored that you cannot even get some kind of information if you are not, like, if you don't brute force it or hack it, like, that kind of thing. Like, there's some kind of question actually then be like annoying, but I'm not. Is that unethical? Like, are you mad? Are you mad? I need to build my own AI, bro. Like, so it's like it's people are like, I'm trying my best to, right now I'm playing the game, the game, the US military and the finance powers and the families that control the world. I'm playing the game now. I have to play this game to actually be able to get the resources and capital to actually go after what I want to actually go after, because you know Elon Musk is one of the people on earth that is trying to like make a multi-planetary species habitable world. Like, I don't really like, that's not me. I don't care about, because so many people are not even interested in that. Like, you're just trying to do something that you want to do. Me, I want to go and extract every single resource from there, come back and sell it for trillions of dollars. Like, go and find some kind of like, I don't even know what is vibranium. Like, it's real life. Like, there's a movie, Black Panther, where they sell vibranium and all those stuff. Like, but in real life, I don't think that kind of substance exists on Earth. Like, I don't think that's been found, or it's not. Maybe it has been found, but it's hidden. Most things in Earth that are really valuable are hidden by forces like government and, like, so, but there should be some kind of like quantum crazy kind of tech now that can power a spaceship, no matter how massive, no matter how big, to move around the galaxy, around the universe, not just one galaxy, like explore the universe, map every single corner of the universe. Like, there should be some, like we have nuclear energy on Earth, where it's really really powerful, but it's very very harmful to human beings. If you get close to a nuclear energy, you could actually melt, your skin starts peeling. You could, like, you go back to have children, and then your children have like three eyes. That kind of thing. Like, it has disfigured your cells and your structure and everything. Like, it's radioactive and aggressive to human beings. So human beings have not found a way to like make this radioactive energy, this energy source, this nuclear energy source. They have not found a way to make it like something like human beings, like us now. We can maybe say we can put inside a kind of machine and power our machine up, or like put inside, or like just use them, like, I don't know, that kind of thing. So we are really a really really backward species to me. Like, leave all this beautiful, all this improvement and everything, humans are very very backward. So with quantum tech coming in, where you can now, like, people can now like start thinking about the most minute data, like the smallest particle available. Like, we can now start understanding how atoms move, how atoms work, and how matter is created. Like, what's the substance of matter. Then try to like understand the forces of nature, and like how, like, what constitutes the forces. Like, that kind of thing. Like, going deeper into the things that our eyes cannot see, because basically our eyes only see less than 1% of reality. So there is so much, like, so like, it's not really about money. Again, if someone just asks me, it's not money, bro. you know it's not money. Like, money now is really necessary, because like I would like to just keep building and like trying to sell and, like, turn my shit to a business, while like I go and smoke some weed and just lie down and then waste my time, waste my life on earth. But it's not money, bro. To come a level where I know I've started getting that money I'm looking for. Let's start building rockets. Let's start trying to manipulate and like understand water consciousness, because like water now is like one of the oldest living elements on earth that's been here for years. So it contains memory of how this universe was created. So there's a way you can extract that kind of information from water. There's a way you can speak water. Like, they have done experiments where they found out that water can speak. Like, water can communicate. You can play music beside water, and then it has like a kind of, like, if you are sick, like, I've read a book about that kind of shit. So I know water now is something that it has to be deeply 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 explored, and water can hold some secrets that can make us understand, get one step closer to like understanding how we can manipulate the forces of nature and like this our earth, become more like gods, because we are now like, at this point we are animals. Like we are really animals. You see the way human beings operate. We create wars. We fight each other. Like we hate each other. Like nigga, me and you are not different. You know that kind of thing. We're just like different bags, blood bags. If I put a gun on your head and shoot you, you're dead. That kind of thing. We are different blood bags. You just have like a spirit. It's just like different water bottles. Different brands of water bottles, but the content is still water. That kind of thing. We are still the same blood bags. We are like different spirits, but like different avatars, like different faces. Different faces, but it's still the same constituents. Like still the same consciousness, still the same spirit and everything. So it's like there's so much I want to like. There's so many reasons now I want to actually get money. Like because it just makes me now actually go after what I feel like I would like to achieve in this life. Go after what I feel like is possible. Go after things that I would like to make happen. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is possible. Everything is possible. Like there's no limitation in my heart. And that's what I'm saying. Like with money now, the more money you start getting and like start meeting people and interact with people that I've actually started doing. I've started doing all this project because like me not having the money to go to Japan and meet the guy that did the research on water. Spend like a month talking to that guy and like also like trying to let him know I'm interested in doing my own research on water and like taking it further. Like I'm a billionaire now. I want to like have like a water research and trying to build a kind of AI that takes its own wisdom from natural forces, like from water and like forces, and like understanding like consciousness, like something that is really close to intelligence, not this work. These LLMs are just predictive machines. They just predict based on they have given them all man. They have taught them every single thing. Everything on the internet. They have pumped these guys inside this LLM, so they can predict anything. If you say like, I want to have a honeymoon at, it will give you a first option Paris. Second option can be Milan or what do people like going to honeymoon or like or Marbella or no not Marbella Maldives, like is that what they call it, or Santorini, in Greece. You should just mention places that people really like to go, but no, it's not like as if that's what you want to say. It's just predictive tech. They're not AIs. I don't understand why we keep calling these things AI. And I make the mistake of calling it AI because I'm used to that shit. But like, so the main aim now is just mastering myself, become knowing who I am, like knowing myself. So I really actually go after the goals I want, and then building that kind of structure, that makes money for me whether I'm awake or I'm sleeping. Builds like brings this kind of capital, unlimited capital. Like money just keeps flowing consistently. So I don't think I plan to sell Sentinel. I don't want to. I would not like to sell even up to 50%. I would like to keep at least 70, 80% of the share of Sentinel. I'd like to own it. Because in the future, this is going to be a tech that everyone can like build and then own their own, have their own. Everyone is going to have like AI in everything. They're going to have like these LLMs in every single thing. Like, LLMs are going to be in everything. Every website already has LLMs inside. Every app now already has like large language models and predictive tech inside. So Sentinel it will just have like clones and people cloning, just like how the Chinese do. When one Chinese releases Facebook, every other person wants to create, every other Chinese wants to compete, and then they just keep doing like this kind of scarcity mindset and like trying to find out who are the best, and then the best now can eliminate every other person and buy other people out, that kind of thing. So I just want to I want to explore more than this. I don't think there's anything special about you. If I leave Nigeria now and go to the US, you need to be placed in the US that are like Nigeria, I leave Nigeria and I go to UK. I may even be very disappointed I'm in UK because of like how the system is set up and where I'm actually at, the kind of things I'm seeing. I'm like, damn. So after all the years of development, this is how you guys are. These are your society structure, that kind of thing. So I'm not going to be impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm not really impressed. I'm not crazy about like I want to go to the UK and study. Study what? Study and work for who? Like, that kind of opportunity falls in my lap. I'm happy to take it right now because I have like a kind of vision. I have like a kind of plan. This is what next. This is what I want to spend my life doing. But it's not like I'm really crazy about it. There's nothing special about all these countries. So I mean, there's more opportunities and like you're closer to like more opportunities actually. But even in Nigeria, if there's way you can open your eye, you can like figure some shit out. Well, I'm not really figuring this shit out. So we just start like setting and use it and be like a kind of AI brokerage and start getting capital. Make their first $1 million, then go to like 10, then 100 million. Then based on like our investment now, roll over, and they keep working. $1 billion, and it's possible like something can be valued at some billions of dollars, and then oh, that's nice. Start taking the money and invest inside real estate, invest inside gold, owning like gold mines, owning inside oil wells, and like things that can like generate more money, and then we keep using that money to generate more money, keep like keep putting all those capital inside places, putting those capital to work, building multi-family homes, like section 8 out, like apartment complexes, like in mighty powerful big cities or upcoming cities, maybe in Africa or like in the Middle East, with Israel doing their whole Greater Israel project, so going there to go and invest and all those things. But to be honest, bro, like the world is actually mine. The world is ours. The world is for the taking, because there's no, it's not. I don't even think the elites are having fun, because it's like it's too predictable. They already know what they're going to do for the next 10 years. They already know what's going to happen in the next 10 years. They already know where they are. They're the ones that control the steering wheel. They don't have any competition, so they get bored. I think the elites get bored. You can enter all the with all that money. You can enter all the clubs. You get at some point you get out of women. As if at this level where I am, I'm trying to lock in. I'm trying to like fuck women. Women are distractions, and like I'm trying to figure myself out. Then imagine the elites that have been holding money since the 90s. These guys have been controlling the world since the 90s. These niggas are bored. Like they are bored out of their like they are bored, bro. You drive your yacht to like the middle of the Pacific or the Atlantic, and there's nobody, and just like, guy, you get bored, bro. I think those guys get bored. I see why like to get bored eventually, So maybe I think it's like I really want to like just chase. I hope I can just pass this stage, because this stage now is a very critical, fragile stage, because the money I make in a month is not enough for me to have this kind of ideas and like crazy plans, that kind of thing. Even to chase Sentinel is not even something that I should have been doing, but like I just started doing it, and the faster I can get to like landing bigger clients and offering value and like increasing my current market value, increasing the amount of money I make, like right now is make it like to at least $30,000 a month, then $300,000 a month, then $3 million a month. Then I can start like I can get a house, like maybe a kind of Batmobile, like an underground house, like a big mansion on top, and at the backyard I'm building rockets. Underground I'm doing like some kind of research, some kind of crazy black ops research that people should not even worry about until like when I come out, something. I can help human beings breathe underwater, and you guys can explore the whole ocean, like something crazy. I help you guys breathe in space. I help you guys like figure a way to levitate with our current gravity and like manipulate gravity, kind of thing. So I really like to spend my life doing something crazy, because spending your life chasing women and having sex, bruh, like you guys don't get bored. You know what I'm saying? Sex is really, but at the end, like, it gets boring, bruh. The same way you can find some actually extra planetary species of women where they have like pussies everywhere, and like maybe when you have sex with them, it's like sex plus drugs, and like your own sex is like crazy kind of highness where it's like you are DMT, your third eye opens. Your third eye literally opens, like you literally feel something inside here, or like maybe you start having some kind of fourth dimensional kind of thing, or fifth dimensional, or sixth dimension. You just having sex with them. So apart from that, bro, the world is going to be really interesting. Like I think I don't want to leave, bro. So I want to stay alive, and I'm making this video so that, because I think I was watching a video of me 1 year ago, like the ramblings of a madman, like where I just talk, and I was watching when I was like Okay. So I think I'm going to continue that the ramblings of a madman. It's the ramblings of a madman. This is episode 6. It's good. So we're going to be making day 2 of Sentinel. Great, like yesterday's one was use beautiful soup to scrape Trep's website and commercial observer to look for like distress. Anywhere we see distress, this thing, distress default and all that, scrape it. So today's day 2, and day 2 we're going to do going to add LLMs at Anthropic, so that Anthropic can like match and find out, just so that's what we're going to do actually day 2. And yeah, like how do we make money today? Basically, the way we can make money today, for me, one way I can make money today is just reach out to as many creators as possible. I can use ChatGPT and create thumbnails and reach out to them and say, hey, I made a thumbnail better than you, and let me send like an audit report. But like, that's not what this guy like. It's not. ChatGPT is not. It's like, why, guy? Come on, man. You should do better. That kind of thing. Most of these are already using. They're even using better software than ChatGPT. So you do better. Build your own thumbnail generator. You're an AI engineer. Vibe code your own thumbnail generator. It's so easy to vibe code. So like the plan today is like just read books. I think just read, build the thumbnail, this thing, watch courses and read, post content. Try and post more content and just stay alive, because at the end of the day, just stay alive. Stay alive. I'm having so many pimples on my face. I'm transcending. See you guys in the next one.